Okay. So we can't start over then.
What the hell? Start!
Well, I don't. You confused me. You said we're off. I thought you meant we're offline. I didn't know you meant like we're off to the races. Like who?
No, we're off. We're going.
Why did you say we're on? Because I would have just started in. Okay. Well, okay, we're on. See, it makes sense, right?
No, this is actually better that we start out like this, not some like stupid.
Okay, whatever. So let's get into it then. Okay,
yeah.
So this is the first ever. That was some clapping from me. Yeah, there you go. He contributed because we have a live audience right now.
Yeah.
But this is the first ever live video from Hardcore Gamer. We went back online about 2 weeks ago. We were off for a good 3 or 4 months past late 2011.
Too long.
Too long, definitely. We were just putting together a site. This is a brand new site. Like there's nothing so far at all with this site that has anything to do with the last site. The only thing really this shares design-wise is the logo. So it was a pretty long process, but I think the site looks nice, and we're definitely doing new stuff. This is a new thing right now. We never have done live video or commentating or anything like that for Hardcore Gamer. We've done it for other ventures. We're not so if you're listening to this, don't think we're just a bunch of amateurs
which we are.
No, we're pro. We're pro. Anyway, so we haven't introduced ourselves yet. So if you haven't guessed already, if you don't know us, my name is Steve Hanley. I go by Dak. So most likely you've seen my work because I've been around with Hardcore Gamer for a while. I've pretty much always gone by Dak. I started off in 2006, I believe, or 2005. I was hired for our original site, I was hired as the contests, administrator to run contests and whatnot. And pretty soon I got promoted up into writing news for the website, and then I got promoted to an actual editor, and I started doing reviews, previews, articles in the magazine. This was probably about 2006 or so. 2008, I got promoted to editorial manager, so I helped put together the last 4 or 5 issues of the magazine. And then I became editor-in-chief in early 2009, and I actually took over the magazine. I took over Hardcore Gamer from our previous owner, Tim Lindquist, in late 2009, 2010. So I'm currently the editor-in-chief and also the owner of Hardcore Gamer. And that's pretty much my history with the magazine. You might have seen my work in other places. I've written for GamePro, Combo. Yeah, so let's not bring that up. That's actually I probably shouldn't have said that. So let's just pretend I didn't write for Combo. But I've written for, like I said, IGN and plenty of other sites. So you might have seen my work out there. Hopefully you know me from Hardcore Gamer. Anyway, that's me, and I'm currently joined with our senior video producer. His name is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Adam Beck, also known as, Beck on the sites. And, yeah, I'm just a senior video producer. I used to be asset manager until, a couple of weeks ago, and you bumped me up to video producer?
I did indeed.
And so we combined brains, and look what we got. We got video features.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, Beck, he was our asset manager for a long time, so he knows technology and images and all that fun stuff that I have no idea how to do. I barely even know what Skype is. I thought it was pronounced Skype. So this is a learning experience. But this is going to be good. So hopefully by now you haven't turned off because you're like, this is retarded because I don't care about these guys.
They're probably asleep right now.
They're probably asleep. So don't get bored because this is, the only time we're going to do an introduction just because this is our first video. And this is kind of exciting too because it is our first video, and we plan to have a series of videos on a regular basis where we have some ongoing video features that we're going to be starting up soon. This is more of just a one-off you'll see other video features of this sort where we're just gonna play around in the game and talk about it, and we hope you enjoy. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yeah. So obviously, what we are playing today is Dak.
The Simpsons video. What is it? I think it's called the Simpsons arcade game. I don't think anyone ever calls it that.
Yeah. It just came out for the PS3 and Xbox last Friday.
Right, yeah, it came out. It was kind of a surprise announcement. We did an article about it when it was a rumor, and here we go. It's free for PlayStation Network Plus subscribers, so if you are one, then you're an idiot if you don't have this game yet, really.
Well, don't talk down to our listeners already.
Well, I'm going to, because it's free. It's like, have you seen that Jimmy Fallon Capital One commercial? It's free, right? Who doesn't want anything that's free?
Alright, well, obviously the fans would want us to see the two main characters, Bart and Homer, but I'm gonna go with Marge. Why not?
Going with Marge. I don't think anyone wants to be Lisa. I think people want to be Marge more than Lisa. It's pretty sad. Yeah, I think
sad.
I think people don't want to be women in video games very often. So
bunch of sexist.
It is, and Lisa's a little girl. So it's a little
no one wants to play as kids.
Right.
Especially little girls.
Especially little girls. All right, I'm going to be Bart.
All right.
Cool, here we go. This is the first time either of us have played this game on PlayStation Network, I believe.
Oh, it's the first time I played it in, God, it's so long.
Really?
Yeah. God, it's I remember playing this way back in the arcades and when I was a kid.
Is this the only way to play it with the fake arcade bezel?
Well, we can turn it off if you want. Just
can we turn it off?
You can too, I think. Settings. Yeah.
Let's get this off. This is pretty bad. So wait, it's not going to be full screen when you turn it off. It's always going to be this small.
You can enlarge things, but I mean, this is pretty regular for a lot of I guess ports. I guess not even HD reimaginings. They just throw it into a nice bezel and let you go at it.
This is sorry, I'm still in the menus. That's why I'm not moving around. I'm not too impressed with this bezel. Really, I'll tell you that much. But it is what it is. Sorry.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna turn the bezel back on because
I turned it back on too. The thing is, I mean, if you have played The Simpsons in the arcade, it's actually a pretty blah arcade cabinet. It's pretty simple. I don't even know if there. I'm trying to remember if there actually is. I think it might just be a blank bezel. So it's kind of pathetic, really. It's one of those games where this is a great game, but it's just not a very attractive arcade cabinet. It's really not.
Yeah, I do not remember this at all.
Remember the arcade cabinet?
No, I do not. All the arcade cabinets I do not remember at all. X-Men ones, the Ninja Turtle ones. That's
a shame, Beck. You gotta get back to arcade roots, man.
I don't think there's any arcade places in the city, so.
Beck is he's in Canada, so.
Eh?
Yeah, I think maybe they're gonna get this game this year.
Yeah, this is we're way behind the times.
That's what I imagine when I think about Canada. Is I imagine like some third world country where hey
thanks.
I just heard about this band called AC/DC. I see you wearing this AC/DC shirt. I don't know why. Anything that's not America. I'm like, oh, you mentioned a new song. I'm like, whoa, you guys have that over there already? It's weird. I don't know. But oh, this is. I remember this part. This is with the jerk firefighters.
Oh god.
So this game's pretty. X-Man not responding.
Oh, that's not good. We already screwed this up. Oh.
I think you just dropped a little bit there.
Oh, that was weird. You back in?
I'm back in.
All right, good.
So we're coming near the end of this level, I know. Alright, here we go. This is a great boss here.
So what people probably don't remember playing this game is you probably beat this game in like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, you know, when you think back on an arcade game, you remember it being kind of like this long, you know, big adventure, and then whenever our old arcade games comes to you know, I guess just be ported in general, and you play through it, they seem so short and so simple, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you're in the arcade, you're just quarter munching, so you don't usually even finish the game unless, you know, you have like $20, which
I think
no one had back in the day.
Yeah, I think I only got to like this 3rd level maybe.
I remember when I was young and I used to play in the arcade, I had this mentality for a while, and I'm talking about when I was like 7. I'm not talking about when I like had any sense. But I would think that I got a better value if like, let's say I would have died, you know? Instead for continuing the game, if I start the game over when it's easier, I get to play longer. So I used to always just start the game over. Shit, this is a good.
Found that X button.
Is it just? Oops. Sorry, trying to keep this clean.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't like the cussing.
I was gonna say fudge, by the way.
Yeah, sure you were.
I was. So, this is really nostalgic for me actually, because this is the first time I've played this game in quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while. I was actually a big fan of this game back in '91, I believe, when it came out.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it's been, what, 21 years now almost? Basically 20 years, because this is the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But it's pretty nuts. Time flies. But this was a cool game, at least where I lived back in the day.
Dog!
No, that's a great house. Oh, Mr. has a little helper. Jerk. I love how all the enemies in this game have like you know, obviously when they're conceiving this game, they're like, okay, what enemies are there in The Simpsons? And they realize, okay, there's 2. There's Mr. Burns, and there's Mr. Burns. So they had to just kind of like make these characters that we could kill, and there's these old guys who are balding, and then there's these like, you know, 1920s flim flam men who have like.
I was wondering about that. Like, they're like no names. I've never even seen them in the series.
Yeah, they've never been in the series. They never will be. I mean, it'd be cool if I was a Simpsons writer. I think it'd be nice to do this.
Well, maybe they have. I don't know. I haven't watched this in years.
Yeah.
Ever since it used to be good.
Ever since it used to be good, and it really was good. I mean, The Simpsons, what, seasons 1 through, I'll give it 1 through 13. Are in my opinion, some of the funniest moments of television history, really. And then it's not good anymore. And I don't like the excuse that people go, oh, well, you know, it's just good to have it around. Because I don't buy that. I mean, like, if I'm friends with someone and they become a jerk, then I don't want them around. It's not good to have them around anymore. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I watch it sometimes, but it's just not what it was. It's just not what it is.
Yeah. A lot of shows are going like that. I mean, like Family Guy and South Park's actually still doing well.
South Park's not bad. The last season or 2 was not up to standards, but up until then, I mean, you could even argue it got funnier as it progressed, really.